Are you ready for the significant changes coming to the Florida housing market?
Absolutely. Experts from Reventure Consulting and others are here to deliver vital insights.
And the best part? You'll get key information in less than 10 minutes.
That's right. We'll uncover alarming foreclosure trends and increasing insurance costs that residents are facing.
Welcome to Financial Insights in Minutes, where we tackle today's crucial financial issues.
Stick around as we delve into the looming threat of a consumer debt crisis facing many Americans.
But first, let's explore Florida's housing market with Nick Gerli, who reveals shocking figures about the foreclosure crisis. Our next insightful summary dives into Florida's housing market, where foreclosures are causing quite a stir.
Indeed, Nick Gerli highlights that properties are being auctioned off at remarkable price reductions, up to $200,000.
That's a significant saving. What's driving this situation? What's the central thesis we're examining today?
The core argument is that ongoing economic turmoil in Florida is likely to increase foreclosure auctions, significantly lowering property values.
Let's delve into the key points, starting with these dramatic price drops. What are the figures?
A notable example: one property initially listed for $680,000 sold at auction for $480,000. That's a staggering reduction.
How are rising foreclosure rates impacting the market?
While foreclosure rates are not expected to match the levels of 2008, an increase to about 4% indicates that more homes are entering distress.
What does the inventory situation look like?
That's a significant concern. Inventory has surged from 45 homes a year ago to over 100, leading to an oversaturated market and desperate price cuts from sellers.
What's the relationship between the job market and the housing market?
Historically, mortgage defaults correlate closely with unemployment rates. A rise in job losses could herald a spike in defaults.
And what's the outlook for potential homebuyers?
For astute buyers, this climate presents opportunities. There'll be more deals to find and prices are beginning to fall.
What predictions do we have moving forward?
We should anticipate an increase in mortgage defaults as unemployment rises. This trend could radically reshape Florida's housing market.
And regarding market saturation,
many sellers are poised to return to the market, but if they delist now, can they afford to wait for better offers?
To sum it all up, what's the crucial takeaway?
Buyers must stay informed about these evolving trends. A surge of opportunities could be on the horizon as the landscape shifts.
What's the bottom line in this turbulent market?
Sellers need to recalibrate their expectations. The market is shifting underfoot.
But don't drift too far. Next up, Ken McElroy shares vital insights on Florida's real estate just changed forever. Everything you must know.
Trust me, you won't want to miss that storm brewing.
Let's now shift our focus to Florida's serious real estate insurance crisis. Is the situation truly as grave as it appears?
Absolutely. Ken McElroy navigates the rising tide of soaring insurance costs, rocketing the housing market.
He brings insights that even seasoned experts would envy. What's catalyzing this financial turmoil? What's the key issue? Why is Florida's housing market caught in such a storm?
The thesis is apparent. With insurance rates soaring by as much as 350%, many Floridians find property insurance unaffordable, creating a massive gap in the housing market.
First, let's discuss those astonishing insurance rates. What do the numbers reflect?
It's shocking. Insurance premiums have surged from about $1,800 annually to between $6,000 and $9,000. Florida's housing is thus becoming unaffordable for many.
Can you elaborate on this notion of going bare? What's going on?
It's a rising trend as many, especially seniors, feel compelled to go without insurance due to the unmanageable costs. That's a perilous situation.
How is this crisis affecting investment prospects in Florida?
It's generating a climate of caution among investors. The surging insurance rates are alarming and are rendering Florida a less viable option for lucrative investments.
Looking ahead, what does the outlook suggest?
We should anticipate ongoing price surges. The ongoing hurricane season might lead to even steeper increases in insurance premiums, making homeownership seem like an impossible dream.
Are there potential shifts occurring in the market?
A trend of migration could emerge, with Floridians relocating while out-of-state investors swoop in. It's truly a bittersweet transition.
To conclude, what's the bottom line?
The pressing need for policy reform is evident. Florida's housing market is at a tipping point, and without intervention, drastic changes are on the horizon.
What can be done to alleviate these issues?
Future strategies focusing on affordable insurance and competitive markets are crucial for turning the tide.
But hang tight, there's more coming your way. Up next, insights into America begging FEMA for help, Hurricane Helene and Milton recovery.
You won't want to miss the eye-opening perspectives shared by Mitch Beckler on this pressing issue.
Let's explore the reality of FEMA's response during Hurricane Helene. What's occurring on the ground?
Indeed, today we unpack the 2-week recovery story across 6 states amidst conflicting reports from officials and citizens.
Sounds like a turbulent journey awaits. What's at the heart of this matter? Why are people questioning FEMA's effectiveness?
The core issue lies in the glaring disparity between official reassurances and the grim realities faced by victims. While community support is strong, FEMA's presence remains suspiciously minimal.
What insights can we gather from official statements?
Politicians claim FEMA is doing great work, but frustrated citizens express dissatisfaction due to FEMA's apparent absence in key recovery efforts.
What about community responses? How are residents coping?
Residents employ creative solutions such as constructing temporary bridges from trailers to deliver supplies to isolated areas. This demonstrates remarkable resilience.
What are the financial implications of FEMA's approach?
FEMA's narrative often contradicts the facts. While the agency cites budget constraints, evidence suggests leftover funds from prior allocations.
How is public perception shifting towards FEMA?
Frustration is brewing regarding the apparent disconnection. Many view FEMA as a political pawn, lacking genuine commitment to community recovery.
Looking ahead, what does FEMA's future hold?
If the current trends persist, FEMA may struggle to respond effectively in impending disasters, especially if funding issues remain unresolved.
What shifts might occur in community dynamics during future emergencies?
Increased self-sufficiency may prevail as communities recognize the necessity for preparedness in the face of disasters.
In conclusion, what are the vital takeaways?
The clear message is that FEMA must reassess its priorities, while communities must develop strategies for better preparedness in future crises.
Now for a teaser on what's next.
Next, we'll break down the HARP initiative and its alleged connections to weather manipulation. You won't want to miss it.
Stay tuned as we explore HARP's controversial impact and the rumors surrounding it.
This discussion is just heating up, and trust me, it gets even more fascinating.
Let's set sail into our next crucial topic. What's brewing in the consumer debt crisis?
John Rubino shares alarming insights suggesting that debt levels are soaring, pushing many toward bankruptcy.
That sounds like a turbulent ride ahead. What specific numbers are we witnessing? What's the crux of Rubino's arguments?
He illustrates that today's inflation is heightening inequality, with asset values rising for the wealthy, while regular wage earners find themselves drowning in debt.
Can you break down the escalating debt levels?
Certainly. Rubino notes that consumer debt has surged to staggering levels, leaving many struggling to manage their monthly obligations.
What's the impact of inflation on everyday Americans?
In layman's terms, while asset holders benefit from inflation, wage earners are left with eroded purchasing power.
What's in Rubino's forecast?
He anticipates a severe recession fueled by unchecked consumer debt and inflation's stronghold on the economy.
What does the timeline look like for a potential recession?
Rubino points to forthcoming financial indicators suggesting a sharp rise in defaults and bankruptcies.
What about consumer spending trends?
He predicts a decline in spending as households prioritize debt repayment over purchasing new goods.
Wrapping up, what's the essential takeaway?
Rubino emphasizes that without significant intervention, we could face a reality where millions are ensnared in a debt crisis.
What steps should individuals consider moving forward?
He emphasizes smart debt management and being mindful of spending as essential in today's economic environment.
But don't go anywhere. Next, we'll dive into the risks of current government policies on the economy.
Stay tuned, it's bound to rattle some cages.
Navigating the economic landscape can be precarious. Are average Americans thriving or barely getting by?
Today's analysis illustrates a stark contrast. While some Americans bask in prosperity, many are grappling with harsh realities. So, what's the true state of affairs?
What lies at the heart of this economic dilemma?
The core thesis indicates that real wages have recently increased, but many consumers have struggled for years. We need to dig into the specifics to reveal the complete picture.
Starting with real wages, what does the landscape indicate?
Currently, real wages are indeed rising, which is encouraging. However, this increase follows years of decline that continues to haunt consumer sentiment.
Next, let's address credit card debt. What's the current status?
Credit card debt is soaring, with delinquency rates exceeding 10%. Warning bells are ringing, echoing the financial crisis era.
Let's accelerate into car ownership. What's happening there?
Car ownership costs are pinching budgets like never before. Escalating payments, surging insurance premiums, and rising maintenance costs paint a bleak financial landscape.
How's the housing market treating Americans?
The market resembles a divided landscape. Homeowners are thriving due to escalating equity, while renters are feeling the squeeze as rents shoot up.
Peering into the future, what's up with consumer confidence?
It's a roller coaster. Sentiment is fluctuating dramatically, likely affecting future spending patterns.
What should we monitor regarding debt trends?
Ongoing increases in delinquency rates could signal severe economic alarm bells. This is an essential area for vigilance.
So, what's the critical takeaway?
Pay attention. For investors, consumer behavior will be crucial in navigating the emerging economic waves ahead.
If these insights are helping you navigate your finances, consider liking and subscribing.
Your support fuels our mission to keep delivering valuable content.
As we wrap up, it's clear that our experts have shed light on some serious challenges ahead for the Florida housing market.
Absolutely. Nick Gerli pointed out discounts in foreclosures could provide some silver linings, $200,000 discounts. Wow!
That's significant.
On the flip side, Ken McElroy's insights revealed that homeowners are grappling with skyrocketing insurance costs.
And we can't overlook John Rubino's alarming warning about consumer debt, which is something even the most financially savvy individuals need to pay attention to.
Right? It feels like a perfect storm brewing.
If you found this information valuable, make sure to like this video and subscribe to our channel.
Exactly. Stay updated with financial insights in minutes. There's more valuable content on the way.
And feel free to explore our other videos for deeper financial insights.